Welcome back to my channel, and of course if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kiana. I have a beautiful 1-year-old Cleopatra and I'm pregnant with baby number 2. If you haven't already read the title, I mean, like, this video is on me being pregnant with COVID. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that bell so you don't miss a video every time I upload. Let's get into it. So I'm going to be talking about 3 things in this video, basically. That is how I got it, what my symptoms were, and how long it lasted, slash how long it took me to get symptoms. Number 1 is how I got it. So basically here in my region where I am, we are not on lockdown. We have like dining. You can go to a restaurant and dine and eat in. You are allowed to see people in this region. So basically I spent most of the time inside the house because I don't drive, I'm on mat leave, so there's not really anywhere for me to go really. So on February 27th, I went to go visit a friend. I spent the night, I left February 28th. On March 3rd, she called me to let me know that her boyfriend had gone into work. At their workplace they do, I don't know if it's weekly or daily checks for COVID. So he got his check for COVID, which was just a regular thing that they did at the workplace. He didn't have any symptoms, but it came back positive. So I went online, I filled out the questionnaire, and it booked me automatically for a COVID test. I went that same day, March 3rd, to get my COVID test. Came back as negative, but I still had to isolate for 14 days, so I did. I contacted my work, I let them know, hey, I'm isolating for COVID, I can't come in. I am on mat leave. I'm supposed to go back to work on the 6th of March. So yeah, I let them know I can't come back yet. I have to isolate for COVID. On the 14th, you can return, but you do have to retest on the 11th and it has to come back negative. I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. So the 11th rolls around. I went in to get retested. I still had no symptoms, felt completely fine and whatnot. Now we're gonna get into the symptoms that I did have and when they started. So it started on the 12th. Yeah, I tested on the 11th. My symptoms started on the 12th. On the 12th, I woke up in the morning and Lord, let me tell y'all, it felt like I got hit by a truck. Like my muscles were in so much pain, my joints were hurting. I had a really bad migraine. It was crazy. I was like, what the hell? So I signed on to see like if it came back positive, but it was first thing in the morning, so the test results didn't come back yet. But I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm positive because like this don't feel right. This don't feel right at all. That night I checked and of course it came back positive. So day 1 of symptoms was March 12th. March 13th, the next day, I had a huge migraine. My Lord, my eyeballs were hurting. Like, you know when you're starting to get a head cold and your eyes start to hurt, like your eye sockets, like when you blink or when you look to the left or the right, like it hurts. That's what I felt. I had a small dry cough, but nothing big. The next day after that, oh my gosh. I woke up, still had a headache. This time my nose was clogged completely. Like I sounded weird, of course. My nose was clogged. My throat was on fire. Like it hurt. I sounded like a chain smoker. My cough was so bad. I had lost my voice and I had a lot of mucus. For the next couple days I felt like that. And then on the 16th I completely lost my smell. So I couldn't smell anything. It was gone. Now let's get into how long exactly my symptoms lasted. So from start to about the end, my symptoms lasted roughly 11 days, except the cough lingered for 2 weeks. So from date of exposure to when I started receiving like symptoms or getting symptoms took 14 days. That is why they tell you to isolate, okay? Like you could feel like totally normal and it just hit you one day. I cannot stress how important it is if you know you've been exposed to COVID to just stay inside, because it took me 14 days to get sick. Now, 14 to 13, because you can count the day that you can start counting from the day that I left her house, which would be 13 days, or the date that I went to her house, which is 14 days. But either way, it took 14 days for me to get sick. So do with that what you please. But anyways, that's all the information. That's what I went through. As far as like my pregnancy goes, the public health called me every second day to kind of check on me. They just let me know like if I have trouble breathing or any chest pain to go to emergency, which I did not have trouble breathing, thank the Lord, and I didn't have any chest pain. So that's it for today's video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click the bell so you don't miss a video every time I upload. Bye.